Listen to a lecture in an architecture class. Picture entering a large ancient building and noticing that even a quiet voice seems to carry across the space. In some Roman public structures, this was not an accident of size alone. Sound behavior was shaped by design choices that affected how speech moved through the building. In enclosed halls and small theaters, curved walls could help reflect sound toward an audience. Hard surfaces such as stone also played an important role, since they reflected more sound than softer materials would have. But Roman builders did not simply try to make every surface reflect as much sound as possible. Too much reflection could blur speech by causing echoes, especially in spaces used for formal speaking. To reduce that problem, builders sometimes relied on shape, spacing, and interior features that helped break up reflected waves. In certain cases, bronze vessels were even placed in selected locations. Ancient writers claimed that these vessels could improve resonance, though modern scholars still debate how effective they actually were in practice. What matters most is that Roman acoustic design was not based on amplification in the modern sense. It was an effort to control clarity. Rather than making every sound louder, builders tried to ensure that spoken words remained distinct enough to be understood by large audiences.
Now answer each question based on what you hear in the lecture.